working hard, they're living their lives, and they're doing fine. The problem is the loud, angry, protesting black people. And do you notice how the model minority myth only ever goes in one direction to make black people look bad? Because let's take the model Asian who studies really hard. Do you know who else they're studying much harder than? White people. In 2021, among 18 to 24-year-olds, college enrollment among Asian Americans was 60%, among white people it was 38%, and among black people it was 37%. So among white and black people it was about the same. But struggling white people do not get told you would be doing better if you were more like Asian Americans with their strong family values and their emphasis on academics. As a matter of fact, when Asians get compared to white people, Asian success is an indication that Asians are stealing opportunities and resources from white people and that we don't belong here.
Hello guys, my name is Clinton and the channel name is Archives. I wanted to give you a punchline about the white racism. And does the white people actually face racism? Is it happening in the global countries, like the developed countries? Is it happening? Now in these videos, like you have listened from the lady, he has actually tried to explain the white supremacy, the advantages, and even the white racism, and even she has gone ahead and even tried to give examples on why most of the people outside America are actually being successful. Now today I want to give the differences between the prejudice and even the systematic racism. Now let's dive in. Now first of all, I'd like to say that white people can face the prejudice. Like for example, someone might make rude assumption, mock their culture, or insult them because they are white. But when you look at the systematic racism, it is so much different. Like it is when prejudice is built into institution, like the legal system, hiring practices, education access, housing policies, and even the media representation, historically disadvantaging a group. Like we look at the people who are actually being disadvantaged are usually the black people. So in a country shaped by centuries of colonialism, slavery, and even the segregation, white people have historically been a group, the structural advantages, not disadvantages. But because of that, they don't experience racism in the same way minorities do. So the system wasn't built to hold them back. Even when individual white people experience hardship, it is usually not because of racial barriers. It is because of policies or even the culture. So this is why you'll find that conversation about racism often focus on people of color. So they are the ones whose communities have faced generations of institutional inclusion and even the discrimination. So saying like white people don't experience racism isn't denying they can face a bias. It is pointing out that they have not been systematically oppressed because of their race in the societies where whiteness has historically been the norm and the standard. So it is like differences between a momentary splash of rain and living under a storm that's lasted for centuries. One is unpleasant, but the other shapes your whole environment. Like what I can say according to me is that yes, the white people are actually facing the racism. Yes, you can see they are facing this we call the reverse racism. When you go to South Africa, you'll find that there are a lot of neglected people, white people, who are actually living in a hardship, who are actually unable to afford even food, housing, good clothes. But when you look at the community is actually going against them because of them being white. So that's actually a racism. Yes, they face racism. So even recently, there are some of the white people who Donald Trump tried to deport them from South Africa to America. But you can see, because they were coming from South Africa, they faced hardship. And the people who were actually neglecting these people were their fellow white people. So here's the thing here I want to say is that white people can face rudeness, stereotypes, even being judged for being white. So, but that's not the same as racism. Racism isn't just someone not liking you. It is a system built to hold you back because of your race. And in countries shaped by colonialism, slavery, whiteness has been the VIP pass, not the locked door. So yes, a white person might hear a joke or get side-eyed in a certain space, but they are not living in a system designed to block their housing, deny them jobs, criminalize their existence, and erase their historical because of their skin. It is like comparing the splashed by a puddle of surviving as a flood that has been drowning communities for generations. So once annoying, the other defines your life, and that's why white people don't experience racism the same way people of color do, because the game was built for them, not against them. But me, according to me, I like to say that the game was built for the rich white people and not for the poor white people. That's what I can say by this, because yes, everybody faces racism, but at what extent? So according to what I would like to say also is that the people who are actually facing the racism are actually the poor white people. So I hope I answered the question and what this lead was also trying to give out about the instinct of this white fatigue.